So I decided to try seed cracking. So I have a cousin who does this where she will put seeds in bags and then tape them to the window so they get appropriate heat. And I decided to try this with some sunflowers and some cucumbers. The cucumbers have finally started, but the sunflowers need to go outside. You can see they are already pretty well established and they're probably looking for nutrients, so I'm gonna go take them outside and stick them in the ground. This is my lizard friend. He eats the bugs off of these seedlings. So I'm very happy he's here. So I put 3 in here. These other 3 I think I'm gonna stick in plant pots so that I can watch them indoors. But I need to water these in because the dirt is pretty dry. It is currently April 7th. The sun is just about to go down, so I want to show you some stuff in the backyard before it is completely pitch black outside. So first of all, I finally fixed that light. Look at that. It looks great. You can see I've got quite a few things here getting ready to be put out. I've got 2 types of chili plants. These are cucumbers. These are a test pea. I don't think those are going to come up. This is the mint. It's expanding. This was covered with aphids. I've been trying to remove them by hand. If anyone knows how to get rid of aphids off of mint, please let me know. These are some white onions we've been harvesting. And then over here, I have 3 sunflowers. So these are 3 of the 6 sunflowers that sprouted in the window. I don't know if that cauliflower is going to make it. The thyme seems okay. And of course, the tomato plant. Look, it's another tomato. Let's go outside before it gets like pitch black. It's been raining, so the ground is a little bit wet. Not a great time to wear slippers. So the first thing I want to show you is the loofah, which is doing very well. It's starting to throw off these tendrils, so I gave it a stick to kind of climb up. You can see it's already grabbing on. Very proud of you. That is what's left of the top-notch beans. These are 2 pepper plants that seem to be doing really well. Those other 2 pepper plants that are in the window are going to go right here. That is another loofah gourd that is barely hanging on. It survived the frost, but just barely. These are what's left of those mouse melons. This and this are black Hopi dye sunflowers. There was a caterpillar eating this one that I had to pull off. And then this is the Okinawa pink okra. It seems to be doing okay. This is like the medium one. Because the one that is doing the absolute best, right over here, this is that baby Bubba, baby Buddha okra. These are the 2 of them. This one was planted quite a bit after this one. But look how well they're doing. This one is already getting ready to throw off flowers. You can see, if you look really close, you can see that this one is already getting ready to throw off flowers. So these are supposed to be a type of mini potted plant okra. So these are supposed to be in pots. And I wanted to make sure I had at least 2 so that they could pollinate because I want to get more of these. I really like this, even though I think this is technically a hybrid, so I don't know what future genetics will be like, but I really like them and it seems like it's doing really well. These are the 3 tomato plants that are the yellow pear. I put all 3 of them in one container because I didn't expect them to do this well, and so far they're doing really nice. At least nicer than these ones. I think I might need to amend this soil or something because these ones aren't doing super well. My single radish experiment also is not going well. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. Someone please explain radishes to me. And then of course I also have these 3 pepper plants. These 2 are yellow bell peppers, and this one is the Thai pepper that I got from Joe's mom. I probably shouldn't have these all so close together, but it looks like they're not flowering at the same time, so I think it's okay. I need to feed this one more. I need to give this one some fertilizer because all of the little buds keep falling off. If you know more about pepper plants, please tell me, because right now what's happening is that they are all just kind of like losing their flowers and then turning yellow and falling off. Does that mean it's not pollinating? Because each one of these little plants has actually thrown off a bunch of flowers and then they all just died back, except for right here there's 1 pepper, and right here there's 1 pepper. Oh look, there's another one right here. So there's a very limited amount of peppers on this pepper plant. It looks like some of them are coming through. So I don't know if someone can tell me what I'm doing wrong, why all the flowers are falling off, and why I only have like 4 peppers on this much older plant. Look at all of the flowers on that. This should have so many more peppers. So if you know what I'm doing wrong, please tell me. And the sun is going away very swiftly. These are carrots. I've got 3 beans, another sunflower, and then this is the zucchini that is starting to throw off flowers. It doesn't look like it's doing great. I might need to plant some new ones because that was my little transplant zucchini, and I think I need to restart them. I've got some beets going in the middle that seem like they're doing okay. And then there are the peas, which have taken over this trellis. The peas are still going strong. Very happy about them. They have finally outgrown the trellis. Look at how many of these there are. This is the new bed. 2 asparagus beans and the vine peaches. These are the last 2 that I have. I'm hoping that these will survive and produce fruit so I can get more seeds. That's my main thing because I want to be able to give seeds back to the person who gave me the seeds in the first place. This is where I put the other 3 sunflower seedlings. So if you look really closely, here and here, I believe those are the sunflowers that I planted. So of those 6 sunflowers that I got to sprout in that bag, these are the ones that I planted and transplanted outside. I thought they were eaten by birds because I came out the next day and I could not find them, but it looks like they just needed a little more time. And then I also took all of my California bell peppers and I put them along this side. However, they all disappeared, so I think they were either eaten by birds or squirrels, and now I have 2 tiny ones left. So I don't know, we'll see if those keep going. These potatoes are barely sprouting, whereas these ones are doing great. The only difference between these 2 containers is that one of them I watered once I put the potatoes in, and I think it was this one. I think I watered this one more in the beginning versus this one I just let it be in the sun for a while. And I think that's why this one is struggling a little bit. And then over in this one, I've got clippings from the tomato plant that I just stuck in the dirt. This one's doing really, really well. There is also a watermelon plant underneath that. Watermelon, that one is a Haugen melon. Haugen melon, that is the bushel gourd, and that teeny thing over there is the emerald okra, and that is the one that is struggling the most. Of all the okra that I planted, that one's the saddest. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's pretty dark right now. So we're gonna go back inside. So I've been having to use these little solar lights in the window while the light fixture was broken, but because it's finally fixed, I can finally put these lights outside. So I'm looking forward to that. Can you see how immediately dark it got? We barely caught the sunset. I barely made it outside. Okay, what's been going on? It is now April 12th. Taxes are due soon. Ew. So, a little more progress has happened. First of all, Joe got a TV for his birthday. A big one, because the other TV that we had was from like, when he was in college. And he deserves it. I'm proud of him. Unfortunately, it was just a little too big, so we had to extend the entertainment center. So we bought some wood, stained it, sealed it, and screwed it into our entertainment center. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with it.
How do we want this? Like maybe an inch from either side?
Look at that! Got it all screwed in, and now it fits. So do you see, if you look here, you can see that this is just barely too big to fit on the entertainment center. So we had to extend it. And it looks so good! I also finally put together the other garden bed that I have been meaning to for a very long time. So I've been working on putting together the garden beds that are going in the backyard as needed because I've been having to move seeds out, and now that I've been working on the cucumber seeds and melon seeds, they need a place to go, and so those I wanted to put in this pretty metal garden bed that is going to go up against the fence. But also, that little loofah gourd has finally started climbing, which means I need to put some trellis netting up on the fence. and I made some. So I had some nylon yarn that I got from the dollar store a really long time ago, so I decided to make my own trellis netting because trellis netting is like $6 or $7 if you get it on Amazon, sometimes $8 depending on what kind you're getting. But if you make your own, you can make it to your own specifications and make it as big as you want, and then it only costs like 50 cents. So I'm gonna staple this up to the fence today because the loofah gourd is trying to climb, so it needs a place to go. Some of the plants are really starting to take off. I'm very impressed because I'll look back at footage from just a couple days ago and things already look so different. Okay, let's go outside. I'm gonna staple this trellis netting up to the fence and also put that other garden bed outside and maybe throw a little bit of soil in it. I've reached that point where I have more garden beds and garden space than I do garden soil, so that's another thing that I have to go buy soon. It's a never-ending life. Let's go outside. I'm outside now. So I do have more, but I think this is plenty to start with. I can show you the loofah gourd, the one that's climbing up. So as you can see, this particular loofah gourd, the one that survived the frost, has already, I stuck a pole because it wanted to start climbing, and it's already high enough that I could just attach it to the bottom of this trellis net. Pepper chile, these are a hybrid. I finally stuck them in here. That's the other loofah gourd that survived. The little mouse melon cucumbers, those are what I have left of those. Sunflower, and Okinawa pink okra. Look at that. It's not doing too bad. Also, a friend in the neighborhood gave us these big red tubs. Right now I'm using these two for potatoes, and this one is going to be for sweet potatoes. She also gave us 2 more big tubs and then also a black one that I think I'm going to give to Joe's mom so that she can grow watermelons and such. And then this is another garden bed that I finally installed. That one was kind of recent. But yeah, that's another one of the garden beds that I built and stuck into the ground. But now I need to get some soil, what's left of the soil that I have purchased for this metal garden bed. Okay, I'll be right back. So I could probably use like 1 more bag. I want it to be about as full as that one. So this is gonna need a little bit more, and then I can move the cucumbers over into this. So off in this little side area, we've got some tomato trimmings from the indoor plant that I just stuck in the ground to see how they do. Seems like this one's doing okay. Those ones are still alive. It's gonna take them some time to get established, but they are going. Underneath here, there is a watermelon. And it looks like a new one just came up as well. That was probably one of the seeds that I had in the dirt that I stuck into the ground, and now it has decided to come up, as well as watermelon, and then I thought that was a watermelon, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it might be a zucchini or some kind of gourd that was just lost in the soil. I don't know what seed that is, but it's thriving and I'm gonna leave it. My hope is that it's a zucchini. Haugen melon, and the bushel gourd, which I keep covering up because I feel like the root is kind of exposed. And then that is the emerald okra, and I don't think it's doing well. The other ones are doing great though, so we'll see. But yeah, I still have some space on the other side that I could throw a couple things in, but at this point I'm kind of waiting to see how things are doing. I need to go through my seed collection again and start planting more seedlings to expand the garden. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It looks good.